Okay, let's have a little chat. Let me just cross my legs so I'm comfortable. Ugh, move my weight. It always confuses me so much because my thing is inverted, like when I'm looking at it on the screen. But let's have a chat. It's about to be the start of the week. I think I did my last Trading Diaries episode on a Sunday as well. But I have a few things to talk about. I literally was about to study some videos, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to take this time to have a chat and have a little bit of a debrief on how I'm going with my trading, because there's a lot of things going on in my head. Sorry. Let me just have a sip of my matcha. Ignore my 2 nails that are coming off. I'm redoing my nails today. But there's a few things. So I want to scale up my trading really, 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 really bad. But I also don't want to be too, rushed when it comes to it, because I haven't taken any trades this month on my live account. I've been demo trading NASDAQ for the first time, so I don't want to demo trade NASDAQ and scale up at the same time. But I've been in two headspaces on my scale up. I don't know if I'm being greedy, if I'm being silly, I don't know. I have high trust in my trading abilities, even though I'm not year to date profitable yet, but I've definitely improved a lot, and I would say that my statistics have shown that. I think the first month was definitely the what do you call it? It's definitely what's weighing down my year to date statistics, because it's still an above 50% win rate, but I had a lot of psychological issues during the first month, which I then dealt with in the second month, and then I've had little psychological hiccups here and there, but overall, I'm still pretty happy with how my trading has been going, and yeah, I feel like I'm ready to scale up, but I'm also looking to transition into live trading Nasdaq in this last month. I don't know how December's gonna be. It scares me a little bit because I know there's holidays and stuff, so I don't know how it's gonna be. But demo trading Nasdaq has been going pretty well so far. There's one more week left, so I'm saying this knowing that there's one more week left. I'm gonna try my best not to do the same thing that I did last month. I'm not going to do the same thing I did last month, which was where I tried to force a trade on the last day of the month. It was just a silly trade. I didn't wait for confirmation, but I'm going to try not do that. Well, I'm going to not do that so it doesn't mess up my statistics again, but yeah. I'm looking to get into NASDAQ and start live trading that, which is so exciting. I was also playing around Friday night with a few different instruments and crypto. No, I say that to say that I was playing around with Ethereum and, well, with all instruments actually. I analyzed the US. I actually had, okay, wait, my brain's going too fast. Let me say this first. I had one of the people from my TikTok, Absolute Angel, 'cause she sent me some advice, and we've just been talking over DMs over some advice, and she said to try the Dow Jones YM futures. I think it's futures. But she basically told me to try that. I had a brief look over the price action. It looks pretty good, so I'll have to have a look at this as well. But on Friday, I had a look at the US 30. I had a look at the S&P 500 slash ES, whatever it is. I know it's the same thing, but and I had a look at Bitcoin because I knew that Sai was trading Bitcoin, and I had a look at Solana. I had a look at, did I say the US 30? I don't know if I said that. I had a look at GJ, I had a look at AUD JPY, AUD USD, and GBP USD. And yeah, I mean, the best ones that I could find were Ethereum. Ethereum honestly shocked me to my core. I was like, oh, this price action is so good. It's so clean. It really presents my setup a lot of the time. There was 5 setups this last week, or it might have been the week before. I think it was just this last week. There was 5 setups that I could have taken, which is insane. If anyone knows my trading frequency at the moment, I apologize. Sometimes when I'm filming these episodes, I just start doing random things. I'm really sorry if it's distracting, but yeah, I was shocked at the price action on Ethereum. I thought that it was really, really good, and it's made me want to expand my watch list even more. I'm just going to be viewing these instruments here and there just to kind of get familiar with the different price movements, kind of know a little bit more of what's going on. I'm not demo trading it as such. I'm kind of just having a look in and having a little peek, but I'm not touching it. as in like I'm not live trading it. I'm not like I guess you could say demo trading it, but I'm not seriously demo trading it. Like Nasdaq, I've been demo trading as if I was live trading. I've been putting in my morning analysis and my trade recaps. I've been journaling it, doing weekly analyses on it. But yeah, I don't know if I think I'm definitely getting myself carried away when it comes to like scaling out in instruments, but it makes me excited like knowing how much my psychology has improved this month with demo trading Nasdaq as if I'm live trading it, and also doing it on gold, because it's given me just this completely like this weight off of my shoulders. Because I feel like last month when I wasn't demo trading Nasdaq, I was I don't know like how to put it, like I was kind of stressed. I was really stressed. That was it. I was just stressed because the price action of gold has not been very good. I got 3 setups last month. Only 2 of them were good. One of them was the one that I forced. But the price action just hasn't been very good since the US shutdown and since tariffs and rate cut speculations. Like, it's just been very, very volatile and kind of undecided when it comes to gold. I would say since it came off of the all time highs. So, yeah, it's been really, really hard to trade. And it's been like the actual charts have been very confusing because zones aren't being respected. If levels are broken, then they're not followed through with it, if that makes sense. It's like people are just kind of changing their mind when it comes to like whether or not they want to invest in gold or not, or where the state of the economy is at. And I think the US government shutdown obviously did have a massive impact on that, because I do trade with the high time frames. It obviously makes it a bit harder to find a good setup when the price is so uncertain, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, I mean, everyone's trading style is different, but just for me, I just haven't had that many setups in gold. So last month, when I was only analyzing gold, I was stressing out so much because I was like, I'm never gonna be like, these were all of my underlying like beliefs and stuff. It was like, oh, like how am I gonna do this live? Like I'm not even getting the experience. Like maybe I'm a bad trader. Maybe I just need to learn more. Maybe I'm not like getting my analysis right. Like maybe this is a bad strategy. Maybe I need to change strategies. Like obviously every other beginner trader has that struggle as well. I understand that to a degree. I've just observed that in the trading space. But yeah, I was just like definitely battling through my own psychological barriers as a beginner trader, with just the slowness of gold. But luckily, this month while I was trading Nasdaq as well, it's helped me so much because I haven't lowered my standards when it comes to my trading strategy and my trading style, because I like something that I can be confident in. And then I'm like wholeheartedly like, yeah, this will work. I've seen it work in the past. I understand why it's gonna work, and I understand like, you know, just yeah, I understand that it's gonna work. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't like going for like average looking setups. Like I want my setups to be A plus, and I want them to be something that I can be wholeheartedly confident in. And I think that's going to help a lot when it comes to my scale up, because it's obviously going to be a bit of a barrier putting down extra size on my setups. But as long as I'm actually confident in them, and I haven't really been confident in very many, but as long as I'm actually confident in them, then I'm good. But yeah, I suppose there was something else that I wanted to say to add to that. But yeah, I think just having Nasdaq in my watch list and analyzing it at the same time, and seeing that, Nasdaq presents opportunities, and gold, when gold doesn't present opportunities, Nasdaq might present an opportunity. Or I think I found out this month, like, oh, there was this certain setup that I didn't want to take, and I took on demo for gold, which is something that's been helping me as well. Like when I'm not confident in a setup, and I'm like, oh, I don't think this is going to work because of X, Y, and Z. Like this one setup, for example, I didn't think it would work. There's 2 setups, but one of them was NASDAQ, one of them was gold. So the one that was for gold, there was an indication, and at the top of that indication, there was basically a 1 hour candle close above the level. And then after that, there was a doji with a really large top wick, and then a 1 hour candle close below the level. So that was what the indication looked like. So it was a 3 candle sequence. Obviously, it didn't look 100% on the 4 hour, but yeah, because I had seen setups where the indication didn't close on the 4 hour and they haven't played out, or I've seen setups where the 1 hour has shown a doji candle and the setup hasn't played out. So I was just conflicted on whether or not to enter, like based off of like the candle pattern basically, and I ended up placing a demo trade, and I saw that okay, prices left a higher low, is above the level, like, let me enter in a demo trade because I'm not confident, and the trade ended up playing out perfectly, which is obviously amazing. Just picked off another one of my nails. Love that. But yeah, obviously it played out, which was good because it means that my analysis was right. Maybe I was just those extra things that I was like being a little bit of a perfectionist about didn't need to be. I didn't need to stop taking entries based off of that. So that's something that I learned. And then another thing I've been doing is this zone to zone trading, by doing like support and resistance breakouts. Oh, there goes another nail. Okay, guess we're just gonna do this whole video. But yeah, the support and resistance breakout kind of strategy where it's more like zone to zone stuff where price hits a certain level and you just buy straight off the bat based off of previous price action. I've been trying a little bit of that and it's honestly been working really well, and I've been back testing it as well, so I want to try and do a little bit more back testing before this weekend ends because I've done 3 months of back testing on it and I've had some insane results. And I've also, during this back testing, I sized up in terms of risk instead of prop firms. Now, I tried to do the calculations on this, and the calculations were a little bit different than I had expected, but I mean, it makes sense to be honest. I was thinking, okay, well, maybe if I size up in my risk on my live account, it's going to be better than going into prop firm accounts. But then I found out no, prop firm accounts are better in terms of like the money that I'm putting at risk to get the same outcome. But obviously that's taking into consideration passing evals and potentially blowing the account and having, little silly rules. And I don't know, I feel like that is a bit of a barrier to me when it comes to getting into prop firms, because a big part of me wants to, and a big part of me is like, yes, like this is good, but another part of me is a little bit hesitant to buy the account and not have that be risked as a trade. I don't know, I might just be thinking too much in terms of like live account risks. I've been trading on a live account and I've been very used to like, okay, I'm going to put this amount at risk on this trade. But with the prop firm account, it's like I'm putting this amount of money at risk for this prop firm, because it's not only up to my trading. Obviously my trading is the main part, but it's like, is there going to be a rule that comes up that's going to be like, your account's blown? Because I don't know, I just don't like that stuff. But with the prop firms, trading, like, I'm not used to trading that amount of size. I don't know. I might be overthinking it, but I don't know if I'm going to deal with psychological issues when it comes to prop firms. I know there's probably going to be people in the comments that are like, oh, this is what you need exposure to. But at the same time, I feel like, personally, I feel like the psychological risk, like you become more risk adverse or risk tolerant. I don't know what the right phrasing is, but you become more open to risking higher sizes as your account grows, in my opinion. So obviously starting from, say, an $1,000 account, you might be risking 10% or you might be risking 100%, depending on how much your risk tolerance is as is. But say you have a losing streak of 5 and you want to risk 10%, so you have 10 trades that you have to blow in a row to blow a live account, for example. Obviously that you're going to be chill because you know the statistics, but if you're then given a prop firm account where it's like, oh, well, you can't risk 10% of the account, like, I don't know if you're understanding what I mean, but I don't know, I might be overthinking it, and I probably am, but I'm open to that. But yeah, I'm just in 2 minds on how I'm going to scale up, because I've been back testing on my zone to zone plus ICC trading. So I've been using ICC and zone to zone in these back testing sessions, and the reason why I'm back testing a size up as well as obviously zone to zone I need a little bit more experience, but the reason why I'm back testing a size up in the account is because one of the biggest benefits that I've had from back testing is the fact that when you back test, you get a good idea of how much you are going to get, and also how many trades you're going to get, what the percentage gain is going to look like, and what the winning and losing streak is going to look like in an ideal world. Obviously, it's not going to be Bible, that's what you're going to get, but it gives you a very good idea of that. Like, when I back tested originally before I hopped in on a live account, I didn't realize I was only going to be taking like 5 trades a month. I thought that I'm going to be able to get a setup every day. If not every day, 4 times a week, 3 times a week. But after back testing, I realized, on some months I can get 8 trades 10 trades, 12 trades a month, but on other months I'm only going to get like 2 setups, and I have to be okay with that. And throughout these backtesting sessions, I had times where I'd see like, okay, we've come up to the 21st of the month, and I've only taken one setup, or I haven't taken any setups, and I'll start forcing trades. So I kind of get to see that pattern already. I kind of got a little bit of experience with that, with that pattern that I had already, and I could take that into live markets expecting less volume of trades. So I just kind of wanted to see, okay, what's it actually going to look like when I start trading with, okay, I was risking 10%. So this is the same strategy that Trades by Sai used. I think I said in previous videos, like, I would never risk 10% on my live account. But then I thought about it, and I listened to, I think it was another video that he posted where he was talking about it a little bit, and he was like, basically saying that if you get your statistics and you see what your losing streak is versus your winning streak, and like what that actually looks like, you can determine how much you can risk effectively to grow your account. And when I looked at my losing streak and my winning streak, even throughout backtesting months, I was like, oh, like, I have a pretty low losing streak, and on my live accounts I don't have a very high losing streak. And I think that's really because I'm working with the high time frames, it makes it easier to risk 10%. I think I had more of a limited mindset when I was kind of being like, I would never risk 10%. I think I was having a limited mindset because I guess I'm doing my risk based off of like a scalper. So and a prop firm trader, so I only risk 1% of my account. But thinking about like what my actual statistics looks like, I could definitely risk more and be still profitable and still okay. Even though I'm negative $1 on my year-to-date profits. But the way that I've improved, I know that like I can risk a little bit more. So I'm in two minds on how I'm going to scale up my trading. I'm either going to start risking higher on my live account, so getting up to say 2% and then maybe even 5%. I'm thinking once I do NASDAQ and once I demo trade it and see how that goes, I'll just jump it up to 5% risk. Or do I just get a prop firm? And I've looked at, before I was going to go with FTMO, but then I was looking at realistically the price of the live accounts, the funded accounts, sorry. And I was like, oh, they're really expensive. But I know that the prop firm is definitely good. It's definitely good. And I also like the fact that they allowed you to trade with MT5 and MT4. Because I was looking at these futures prop firm accounts, and I was thinking of just doing, micro gold futures or mini gold futures or whatever. And yeah, I'm just not really used to, I feel like maybe in the future when I start, like, because I know there's like tax benefits of trading futures, but I like the fact that you can do lot sizes on CFDs and Forex and stuff like that, because you can really tweak your risk to a certain percentage of your account. But for futures, it's like, oh, you're either going to trade this amount or this amount. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not there yet in my knowledge, but I don't like it as much as CFDs and futures. So finding these CFD prop firms, I think I found Funded Next. I'm not sure how much better they are going to be than FTMO, but I was thinking of potentially doing one of their accounts. But yeah, what I want to look into is copy traders, and what my risk will have to be depending on the account and the drawdown, because I don't want to risk too high of the drawdown. Like, I don't want to go and risk 10% of the whole funded account. It would be more based on the drawdown, and I want to understand how that's actually going to look when it comes to my trading, because in an ideal world I want to be copy trading my live account and my funded account so that I can actually, if my freaking payout gets denied, then I can still have the money coming in from my live account. But at the same time, I'm in a bit of a lost mindset when it comes to that. But the priority and the most important thing is that I focus on this transition to trading NASDAQ live. And I think that's my main focus, my main priority. And then I think the most easiest thing, look, I feel like some people might be like, that's stupid, like, blah, 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 but, this is my journey and my headspace and where my brain is going, and I think the best thing would be at this point in time, I think it might change, because I've honestly been going, like, what's it called? I've been bouncing from side to side. I don't know what that phrase is called, but I've been in two headspaces. Like, one day I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get a prop firm. The other day I'm like, yes, I'm gonna risk 10% of my live account. And yeah, I just feel like it's been very much like I'm like here one day, I'm here the next day. So it could change at any time. But what I'm kind of thinking at the moment is um I would much rather focus on growing and scaling my live account with higher risk, and just focus on my trading style and like just how I trade. And then eventually, once my account is at a higher balance, say my account's at 10k, I'm not saying that I'm going to flip a 2k account to a 10k account overnight. I know it's going to take, some time, but I more mean it like so that I can comfortably copy trade a funded account and a live account, and I have more data on my trading, and I can focus more on getting more trades and trading more instruments, because eventually I want to be trading a bigger watch list of instruments, like 3 or 4 instruments, like Ethereum. I feel like Ethereum's like my biggest focus, not my biggest focus, but like it's that shiny object that's like dangling in front of my face, like, oh, I know I just spent a month demo trading Nasdaq, but let me hop onto Ethereum now and just jump in next month and live trade it, because, but no, obviously I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I want to focus on that and getting more trades. So ideally, getting like 3 trades a week. That would be like in an ideal world, but we'll see. It'll all come with time. So I'm not trying to rush anything, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm coasting at a good speed in my evolution, and also that I am thinking realistically and not getting too in my comfort zone, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to be trading my 2k account risking 1% forever. Even if I went up to say 2%, that's still a level up. So yeah, those are my ideas. That's my headspace at the moment. I hope you enjoyed this video, got some type of value from it. If you are unfamiliar with these videos, if you haven't already caught on to what it is, I should have probably said it at the start, but I basically do these videos as kind of just like a video diary, kind of FaceTime call, kind of let's debrief trading together. I'm a beginner trader. I've been trading for, I think it's like my 4th month now. And yeah, I've just been trying to trade. I obviously want to do it full time at some point. I should really film a my stories video. I think I might do that today, but yeah, I'm just on my trading journey, and I just thought, it would be cool, like, once I'm really successful, that everyone can go back to my trading diaries episodes and see how it really was, like what my struggles were, what I was thinking, because I feel like it would be so cool with like the big traders. Like, if say we got like video diaries from, I don't know, TJR. I'm just gonna say that because he's probably like the most popular trading guru person. But like, say we got video diaries from them, like back when they were living with their parents in their bedroom. Like, so I did this today. I bought this funded account and I blew this funded account, and like people had these like video diaries where they were just kind of like talking and debriefing, because the charts are so important, obviously, but psychology and your thought process, I believe, is more important, because each trader is different. Each trader goes through different things. Like, some traders are like, stuck in, blowing and buying new evals and stuff like that, and that journey, that's a whole separate journey to what I'm going through. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I might have yapped that explanation a little bit too much, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing trading week, and I hope it goes all well for you and you end the month in green. Bye, I'll speak to you tomorrow.